Alright, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to take the SSM files you get after you use your StellarNet VIS-50 BLUE-Wave spectrometer and convert them into a more friendly format like CSV. So we can go ahead and do all sorts of data analysis on them with Python or MATLAB according to your preferences. So I've got a couple of spectra over here in this folder, and I've got a solar spectrum and a sky spectrum. I've already gone ahead and converted the solar spectrum into a .csv file. So we're going to convert the sky spectrum into a CSV file as well. So the easiest way to do this is with Microsoft Excel, and if you don't have access to Excel, you can use one of the lab computers, or you can download it through your LUMS email account. You do have a license through that. So once Excel is open, go ahead and open to the folder where these SSM files are located, and do select the all files option in this format menu over here so you can actually see the SSM files. I'm going to go ahead and select the sky DNI file, and now Excel is going to ask us how to read that file. So it's going to ask us for a couple of inputs. This screen is all fine. On this screen, we're going to make sure tab, semicolon, comma, space are selected. This treat consecutive delimiters as one option is also selected, and the text qualifier is a double quotation mark. We're going to go ahead and click finish. And now we do have our SSM file loaded up into a spreadsheet. It's good if we clean it up a little bit. It's going to make our lives a little easier at the end. So we're going to go ahead and delete one of these rows. We just need the one. And I'm going to make some proper headers so we can have, we could read them a little easier later on. So we're going to name this one wavelength, and this one count. And we'll notice that some of our data is shifted one cell to the right, so we're going to go ahead and just cut and paste them to the right location. So with that, we have a nice clean spreadsheet, and we can save this as a .csv file. So I'm going to save this in the same location, same name, but I'm going to make sure that it is in CSV format. Great. So with that, we've converted our .ssm file into a .csv file. So once we've converted our .ssm files into .csv files, we can plot them in Python. And if you're not interested in Python and you want to plot them on MATLAB, just skip to the next section. We'll be doing just that. So the easiest way to plot in Python, if you don't already have Python, is to use Google Colab. And what Google Colab is, it is a free service by Google where you get these cells, and you can write your Python code and then use Google's resources to run that code. So you don't have to download or install anything. So you'll get this notebook. You can download this notebook from the lab's webpage, and we're just interested in running all these cells line by line. So the way Google Colab works is it accesses the files that are already present on your Google Drive. So what I've gone ahead and done is created a little folder called Sky Sun Spectrum in my Google Drive. And I just want to upload these .csv files onto on here. So I'm just going to select and drop them. Great. So at this point, we'll be able to access these .csv files through this notebook, and we just want to run these cells one by one. We can do that by pressing Shift and Enter, or we can press this little play button right over here. So the first time we run the play button, it takes a little while because it connects to Google services and it allocates some services, some resources to your notebook. But after that, it'll run much faster. So this line just makes sure that we're able to mount our Google Drive onto this Linux system just as any other drive, and that's why we get this. It's asking for permissions. We're going to click continue, and yeah, right, and we're going to click allow. So now we have all access to all of our drive files, so that's great. So we're going to go to the rest of these cells. I'm going to run them until we arrive at this cell right over here, where we need to sort of access the sky CSV file. And the easiest way to do that is to get the path, and for that we just want to click on this files option over here. We're going to navigate to our Google Drive, which is right over here, so we're going to be able to access all of the files on our drive. We're going to go into this folder, and I'm just going to right click on the sky DNI file, and I'm going to copy path and just paste it over here, and put it on the cell. On the next cell, I just want to do the same for the sun DNI file, so I'm going to copy path, paste it right over here, and run. And that's pretty much it. The rest of the cells we're just going to run as they are, and we'll see at the end we get a nice, beautiful sort of plot where we have both our solar spectrum and the sky spectrum, and you can go ahead and save this file and print them. So if we're instead interested in plotting in MATLAB, what we can do is we can use this script file called plotspectra.m that we just created, and we're just going to make sure that our CSV files are located within the same sort of directory. So we're going to copy our CSV files. We're just going to paste it right here. Great. So right after that, we just want to open up MATLAB. Just give it a second. And once MATLAB is open, we'll make sure that our working directory is the same as where we have our files. So that's right over here. And at this point, the only thing I need to do is make sure that the file names over here in line 1 and 2 are correct, which they are. And once I make sure that that's true, I can just click run. And what that should do is make a plot where we have both our solar and sky spectra. Great. And as you can see, we have lots and lots of X ticks, so it makes it easier to identify the absorption line. So there we have it. That's how we can plot via MATLAB.